Hi, everybody. It's day 4, last day. It's a simple work day. Hope everybody's doing well wherever you are, beating the heat if need be. Just wanted to say it's been a great session so far. I was really excited to meet all of y'all and see all of y'all's artistic processes and the work that you create. So I'm happy to have been able to facilitate that a little bit. But before we get started with this like last, little day of like us working together, does anybody have any questions or comments before we continue to make stuff? But we can also loop back to this at the end. And if not right now, it's cool.
I'll say it's just been a really fun process to see different types of animation because I at least traditionally think of animation as like a 2D, you're drawing it. But this has been a fun way to incorporate some AI a little bit because I'm on the fence about AI in general. So it's kind of nice to see that there are ways that it can be helpful, especially for the kids that we work with. So we don't want them to just have AI think for them. So it's nice to see that there are ways that just help ease the process in general.
Yeah, it's an interesting conundrum that we found ourselves in, but I'm glad that you have been able to use it effectively or efficiently as it can. So I'm glad that that has worked out. And maybe you can incorporate it in the future or not. But it's just interesting to know what's out there, I suppose. Anyone else? And that's cool.
Yeah, I just want to second that sentiment from Brittany too. Like this is there's this like big conversation around AI, and then there's this contingency that's like don't touch it, don't use it. Um, and then like the more we have conversations with people that are like inside of these creative industries, of these tech industries, people that like really have influence over this process and information about what's happening, like the premise seems to be the cat's out the bag. And there's no going back. There's no avoiding certain aspects of this becoming part of our reality. And we have this question about like this like ends justify the means of literacy and all of these things. But one thing that has become certain is that one of the biggest existential threats around that tech is like, is it outsourcing essential functions of our humanity? And I think all of us that found our way into this group together feel like creativity and spontaneity and freedom and art are part of those core parts of humanity. And that way that you approach this and that people have been interacting with it in this group, being like the retaining the creative control, like using it in a way that influences physical creation and creativity rather than replacing it. See it as one of the parts that continue to rise out and like yeah, Spencer's particular form of mad science feel like is a good premise for that, for using it in like weird off-brand ways, like and breaking it as a tool, like old hip hop producers broke step sequencers and samplers, you know what I mean, to use it in a way it wasn't even necessarily intended for, but it stimulates creativity out of like a synthetic process. So I don't know. Yeah, thanks, Spence, and thanks, Brittany, for influencing that yeah, that existential diatribe. But like this is I feel like if people are going to interact with it, this is the way, you know?
I I think so. Uh I think that's how you do it. I mean, I think going back to the first day, just make it something that's true to you and your experience while using the tools is important. Um, and if you just stay true to who you are, where you come from, what you're about, and you really stand on that, then I think you'll be totally fine, whatever happens around you, you know. Standing on business. So that's what I should have called this whole thing, standing on business, but I didn't. As it goes. Maybe next time. But yeah, today's a work day. Just feel free to ask questions about any workflows that I brought up over the last couple days. If there's anything you've been noodling on, just share it as you go. But we have time at the end. Uh, Also, remember, tie it back to the canon that you made in the beginning to the best of your ability. I think everybody here has a strong personality and a deep bag of references and nuances and locations and people and flavors. And I really think that if you stick with that throughout your art practice and teach people to do the same type of thing, then creativity will be at an all-time high to combat all these weird AI things that are happening. So yeah, that's pretty much my little rigmarole. But yeah, that's it for right now. It is 11:11 my time. Should we get back together at like 45? Does that sound good to everybody? So everybody can share. Okay, cool. Yeah, just shout out any questions you have, throw them in the chat. Um, I will put in a folder real quick that is for final work samples. And once you put that in, throw work in there, and then we can add it to the gallery at the end. I've been filling it out. I've been taking some work from the last couple days and putting it in the gallery to populate it, but we'll add new stuff and then we'll reconvene and see all of our beautiful work displayed as is meant to be displayed. So we'll get back to that at the end. But yeah, I'm gonna stop talking unless you have a question. And yeah, it's just a work vibe day. Uh, MC TCN or DJ TCN will put on some tunes and we'll just vibe out for a little bit.
I do have a question real quick. So
Oh yeah,
the goal for today is to take kind of all the things that we've learned during these sessions and kind of combine them in a way to create a project.
you can yeah, basically there might not be enough time, but using one of the tools that we've employed so far, make a little piece of art that represents you and your personality. It can be really whatever process you want it to be, and we'll share it at the end. It's
Sweet.
pretty loose. Yeah,
Awesome. Thank you.
absolutely. Okay. Does anybody wanna go first with whatever they're working on, and then I can add it to the gallery space?
I mean, I guess I can go.
Yeah.
So let me share my screen. Well, I'll just show my desktop. But I realized that sorry, there's a lot of stuff open. But
Oh, this is cool.
I started off with like a drawing that I did a couple like months ago. And I realized like it's not good for 3D because it's not in a T pose. So anytime I try to take it into like Mixamo, it wouldn't work. But I took it into Meshy. Yeah, see, it's having it won't it doesn't Mixamo doesn't have like a quadrupedal like rigging system, so
Yeah.
it's kind of in that way. But I took it into uh oh my gosh, Meshy, uh and it created this like really cute thing. Sorry, my computer's like lagging, but it created this really cute character. Can you see that?
No, I can see it. Yeah.
Okay, so it created this really cute one, but I
Hmm.
couldn't download it because it's Meshy 6, and then it created this kind of horrific looking one, um, which is still kind of cool. But I couldn't since I couldn't get it to auto rig and the other one, I decided to auto rig it here, and it's kind of terrifying because it wants to walk backwards for some reason. But I forgot about that other engine you guys were using, the one that starts with a K, and I realized I could probably take like a bunch of screenshots of the really cool looking one and just upload it and see if it would work. But that was kind of like a last minute like thought. So I think what I might do is take like a bunch of screenshots of just this model being turned, even though it has like a weird growth coming out the side of it. I might take a bunch of screenshots of that and see if it will do if it will do it, but I will update you on like what happens there.
That's cool. Throw a screen grab of both the original drawing and the 3D version and to throw it in that folder and I'll add it to the gallery. That's really cool. There's some really cool stuff that you can do nowadays.
Yeah.
That's wild.
And I realized like if I'm gonna continue doing like trying to do my characters, I need to do them in T poses and they can't be animals, even though that's something that I really love. Like I love
Hmm.
disgustingly cute things, so like that metal music and things like that mixed with like really adorable things. So that kind of relates back to my canon a little bit. But yeah.
No, I love it. I see the vision.
Brittany,
Hardcore Animal Crossing. Yeah, I like
yeah,
it.
and you know what? So I'll have a, this is me admitting this. I haven't used Meshy a ton, just like doing some AI kind of things. But I just saw, so I did mine on Meshy as well, and I just noticed that you could do a humanoid, like if you draw something, you could do a humanoid auto rig, or they have like a the four leg. Is that what you're saying? You did the four leg one
Yeah, that
auto kind of
quad.
rig?
And it was kind of terrifying because it rigged it to walk backwards, but it didn't rig the back legs to go at all. So it was just like sitting and going like this.
Oh, got you. Okay, that's what you were saying.
Really interesting, but
Very
Yeah.
the thing, you know?
Yeah.
It's
Brittany,
awesome.
can you drop the original drawing? Do you have like a JPEG on your desktop or something? Can you drop that in the
yeah.
chat? I got an idea.
Okay. Yeah, I got you.
Okay, who wants to go next? Whatever, whatever. I'm just excited to see that y'all make stuff, you know? Multiple Mac Burks are here.
Hmm. I'll go.
Okay, yeah.
Um, this is so I actually I don't know. I may have cheated a little bit because
Okay.
I started out with my Canon and didn't actually draw this out, but started out kind of putting images together with my Canon and then went directly to Midjourney
Okay.
and came up with uh, all right, so I came up with this character that I can y'all see that?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I wanted to create like this Afro-futuristic guy in a futuristic kind of Oakland. So but kind of cubism-ish. And so I made this guy and then I remembered about the T-pose, so I made this T-pose. Can y'all see that?
Yep.
And then I remember Misha's creation. And so I was like, oh, I wonder how it would look if I put this into Meshy. And so, man, I was super impressed. Um, this is what it created. Can y'all see my Meshy screen?
Yeah.
Wow, yeah.
So this is the guy, and I don't know anything about putting textures on the clothes or like matching up the colors and all that yet, but this came out super detailed. Like, whoa, super detailed. And the rigging was crazy easy. Um, yeah, it even did his gold chains. So yeah, anyway,
That's
that's as
wild,
far as I
man.
got. So my next step was to try to make a like a environment of sorts. Um like a yeah, like a futuristic Oakland. I was trying to make like a futuristic Oakland, but add like that cubism style.
Yeah,
But
that's really cool.
like yeah,
Thanks, man. I appreciate you sharing. Thank you.
yeah.
repping the Bay, you know?
Yes,
That's cool. All of my tech friends live there. I should move there. There's so much going on. Um, who's next? This has been great.
I can share a little bit.
Yeah,
I wasn't here last week, so I missed some bits, but I was experimenting with trying to like I wanted to see how far I could get with just the drawing that I had and
yeah.
not knowing much about rigging or I'm trying like I tried to create so just using Meshy, here, let me bring my screen up here. So, okay, I'll show you this. So, using Meshy, I used the same thing and like it wasn't a T-pose, right? So, it is pretty strange, but I was like I'm always interested in like when things don't work quite right and
Yeah.
like it wasn't a T-pose, so if you do the other ones it's like it's pretty odd, but there's like something to be said about like this in my mind because like the blur and the way it's not right, like sort of makes it look fast or like blurred or something.
No, I see that.
Um,
Yeah.
so I thought that was interesting. And then I didn't this didn't like work out, but using one of the other ones, I was like, oh, what if I could make the like the drawing just like a talking drawing that's still 2D and the AI would like essentially just manipulate the mouth. Um, And let's see if I tried to generate that, um, but it's not quite done. There was like a little video that got generated here. But it's pretty whack. Um, it's like just read my prompt.
Yeah.
Um, so anyways, that's as far as I got. But I want to like I using the character and now having the tools that you've shared and like learning just a little bit about the T-pose and rigging. Um, it would be pretty easy to just redraw this character and then like it could do all sorts of things, but haven't gotten there yet.
Yeah, cool, man. I like it. Send some pictures of that of the pig guy. I really like him. I think about
Okay.
him often. Throw it into that folder. I can post it again. But yeah, I just love collecting it, seeing how the progression from day one to day four has gone. So thank you
Yeah,
for
for sure.
sharing. He did look like he was going fast though. I did see it.
Yeah, yeah.
Anyway, does anybody else want to share? Because if not, I can just wrap things up real quick.
I could share mine real quick.
Awesome, yeah.
Right. Mm, 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 mm. Hopefully I'm doing this right. There. Can you see my screen?
Yeah, we can. Wow.
Okay. So I started with drawing this picture over here. And then I was like, I missed a couple sessions. So from watching the replays of the videos, what I could tell is that you all were playing with like Meta and stuff. So I asked Meta if it could like animate this picture. And then it made this video, which is like the image just like wobbling around.
Mm-hmm.
And then I made another iteration of that same illustration because I wasn't satisfied with how it came out. So I did this one, which I like better with the marker strokes and everything, and the shape I like way more too. And then I asked Meta to see if it could like give me a more 3D version of the illustration I made. So it made this being over here, and
Oh
I really
wow.
like it. It looks like a stop motion character.
Wow,
Because he
that's
wanted to
cool.
keep the
Oh.
marker strokes that I did. So I really liked how it came out. And then by watching everyone doing animating their stuff in Meshi, I also tried to do that too. And it kind of worked, weird, but you can see the shape of the main thing. But yeah,
That's wild.
That's very
that's
cool.
what I could make.
Yeah.
That's hard. Yeah,
Yes.
send me screen grabs and assets from that project. That's really beautiful work, honestly.
Mm.
I can see that being added to a video game right now or an animation or something that I've been working on. Yeah, that's so cool. Thank you for sharing. I love it.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you. Um, anyone else? Oh, I don't have permission to the folder. Dang it. Hold on. Hold on. Let me do this real quick. Final projects, share, um, editor. Okay. So I put the thing back in the chat. Here it is. So yeah, there's a folder everybody should be able to. Wow, there's insane stuff in the chat too. I'm just gonna grab that and grab this one also. But yeah, thank you so much for your time and energy. It was great getting to know everybody in the short amount of time that we had. I'm excited to see how y'all not only further your artistic careers, but pass along some things from this or from what you're doing to the next generation. That's very beautiful to me. I'm glad that I was able to help in some way, hopefully. Um, Here is and I'll send this also, but here is a very brief survey, shorten URL. A very brief survey that I'd love y'all to fill out. It would really help me out as I do more programming and teach more. But it's just basically saying what I did well, what I could improve on, what were some takeaways from you all are from this class, and how you can implement it at your various clubhouses. I just love to know how these lessons work and how you can see it being implemented. It'd be very helpful for me going forward. But yeah, thank you so much for all of your time, energy, and great ideas. But yeah, that's pretty much all that I have to say. So yeah, thank you again. It was really great getting to know y'all.
Appreciate it. Thanks so much.
Yeah,
Absolutely, man.
Spencer, I just want to thank you again, man. I feel like this was amazing. I was in a mood earlier and just allowed myself to kind of get back in it. I had to miss last week too, but yeah, man, I think, among the many things that you've done, you've put a lot of us back into like inspiration and creation mode and tearing down some of the walls that we think of like, oh, it has to have a certain look or this and that, but it can be everything can be super organic and playful and uh,
Hmm.
yeah, come from us. So I appreciate you, man.
Yeah, man.
Absolutely. Thank you. But yeah, I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. I hope you make some more art and you have my email. So if you see something cool, please send it to me. If you're in the Portland metro area in August, I'm doing a show for my Counter Sheep project that's on August 14th and 15th. So if you just happen to be around, pull up. I can send you the address. But yeah, that's pretty much all I got. So y'all can we can all bounce out of here. I appreciate it. I'll stay on with Matt and Jeff, but everybody else, if you have any questions, please let me know. But if not, I'd love to free you to go be your beautiful creative selves and teach the next generation of great creators. So that's all I got.
Thanks so much.
Thanks again.
Buddy.
Absolutely.
All right,
Thank you.
Appreciate
y'all.
it.
Stay in touch. Appreciate y'all.
Peace, y'all.